wins a fight, I'm always racking my brains as to who they should fight next. Like, I've quickly forgotten about everything they've done before. It's like, okay, who's next? And I think that's how their management team works. That's probably how their promotional team works anyway. You know, you've got to think like that, right? On to the next thing. Where's the next money? Where's that next big paycheck? Where's the next 5, 10, 15 million pounds or dollars going to come from? And as soon as Manny Pacquiao beat Matisse, I was doing the same thing. I was like, okay, that's all well and good, but you're 39. Maximum, you probably got 2 or 3 fights left. I know he'll probably say different. He probably thinks he's in the best shape of his life. You know how crazy fighters are. But maximum, you've got 2 or 3 fights left. What's the best option? What represents a big fight? And I could only really think of 2 or 3 fights for Manny Pacquiao that made sense. I know a lot of people have been talking about him going down to 140 and Lomachenko coming up to 140 and that being some sort of super fight. I don't want to see that. And to be fair, I think Lomachenko has mentioned that he doesn't want to fight Pacquiao either. Lomachenko seems like the type of fighter that wants to fight the best the best version, not just to have a name on his record. So that makes no sense whatsoever for me. The 140 division is, well, put on hold really now, isn't it? Because of all the fighters going into the World Boxing Super Series. Mikey Garcia has clearly said he wants Errol Spence. He's not going to get Errol Spence next, but that's what he wants. So there's not many names out there for Pacquiao that represent good paydays. I still think Pacquiao needs a dance partner, so to speak. This isn't a Pacquiao 4 or 5 years ago that could sell decent numbers himself. I think he needs someone, not a superstar, but needs someone. And, you know, at 39, I don't really want to see him in there with a big puncher. I know Lucas Matisse was considered a big puncher, but that was more at 140. And I think Matisse was a shell of himself as well. I think after the Postal performance, and mainly after the Provodnikov fight, I don't think it's the same Matisse. Not discrediting Manny Pacquiao, but that's just facts, right? It wasn't the same guy in there. Go and watch some of Matisse's earlier fights, and you'll know that was almost Matisse's twin brother in there yesterday. So I don't want to see him in there with big punches. So that rules out Thurman, and that's one of the options I was first thinking about. Keith Thurman, right? But it's never been a fight that we've thought about. I've never, ever thought about Keith Thurman or Sean Porter or Garcia or Spence fighting Pacquiao, just because they're almost from a different era. And that's strange because the guy I'm going to mention is the same age of those guys. But these are the new breed of welterweights. And I just feel like they could just be too fresh, too young, and ultimately too strong for Pacquiao. Now, I don't want to see Pacquiao go out that way. Plus, I don't think they're massive fights. Spence maybe, but Garcia, Porter, Thurman, I don't know. They're big-ish fights, but nothing spectacular. The only fight that makes sense for me, and it's one that I thought would never happen if I'm honest with you, it is Amir Khan Pacquiao. If there's ever going to be a chance for Amir Khan versus Manny Pacquiao, it's now. It really is now. Amir Khan mentioned it at his last press conference that he would like the winner of Pacquiao and Matisse, and I think people laughed it off. And again, I think they laughed it off for a number of reasons, but I think the obvious reason was kind of what I felt, that Manny Pacquiao was done. It was almost an exhibition fight between him and Matisse, and that Amir Khan's calling out someone that he knows is clearly past his best and done, and wants an easy payday, and wants that name on his record. But after the performance of Pacquiao, I don't think that kind of rings true anymore. It's a fight that should have happened a couple of times. They were rumoured to fight in, I think it was UAE or Dubai, and then Pacquiao fought Horn instead. There were rumours about a fight a couple of years back, but that didn't happen. So you've got a situation now where Manny Pacquiao's just won, so he's again looking for his next opponent. Khan's got the fight against Vargas in September. And if you're Amir Khan, I don't know if you really deep down want to fight the likes of Spence. I don't think you want a Garcia rematch. I don't think you want the Kell Brook fight. I think he would fight Thurman, but Thurman's on the shelf right now. So I think he would even look at it and think the best option for him really is Pacquiao as well. So I think a Pacquiao-Khan fight, which is probably 3 or 4 years in the making, makes sense now. It really is. I think, I wouldn't say a 50-50. I think after Pacquiao's performance yesterday, I think more 60-40 Pacquiao. But I think it's a good fight. Both are speed merchants. Both have slowed down. Both are not what they were. But regardless, it's a good fight. And I think it makes sense now. It really does. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense for all the options listed. But more importantly, it makes sense because I think both of them could be super vulnerable with anyone else in their divisions. So why not almost make money together rather than risk it against any other guy in the welterweight division? But what do you guys think? Pacquiao versus Khan. Excited about that? I would watch it clearly. But does that make sense? Or would you like to see them fight someone else? I know a lot of Khan fans really want to see that Brook fight happen. But if you're a Pacquiao fan, really, what else is out there? What else is out there between 140 and 147 that kind of excites you and makes sense? Nothing. So it's got to be Khan for me. But guys, what do you think? Leave your comments below. Peace.